Yeah, as I kind of expected, this episode goes over quite literally the aftermath of, well, one of the best girls of the show, Emma, just the aftermath of her death, with her being in the hospital, Mikey completely comatose, Draken coming in complete disbelief, before quite literally beating Mikey for it, even though Takemichi's taking the blame that it's his fault he didn't protect Emma when Mikey's entrusted that role to him. Which I gotta commend Takemichi for even saying this, because let's be real, if Draken wasn't putting in his entire hatred to Mikey, I can guarantee you he would be punching Takemichi for it. But the big core reason why Draken was attacking Mikey was because this isn't the first person they've lost. They've lost Pa because he decided to try to be a moron and stab someone, which resulted in being arrested. Baji died through self-unaliving due to trying to prevent Kazutoru from suffering guilt. Kazutoru got arrested because, well, he put himself that it is Baji's death on his hands. And then now they lost Emma, which is not only the biggest fucking blow to Draken, but Mikey. Mikey's lost Shinichiro, he's lost Baji, and now Emma, like 3 of his biggest supporting anchors. So you can clearly see that he is basically at a point where his darkness should be taking over. And yeah, Takemichi, this was not the best time to bring up Tenjinku and all that crap when they literally just lost Emma, but I understand why he's bringing it up, because this was Kisaki's doing. Kisaki's there, he has a plan to try to ruin everything, which, by the way, beginning of the episode, Kisaki's just complaining and rambling about how he will basically kill anyone who messes with his plans, and then goes over all the plans that went wrong, which, yeah, it's nice kind of getting a little reminder of Season 1 and of Season 2 of the whole Christmas conflict, but fucking hell is this guy insane. But anyway, it's not even him who's insane. Izana is also fucking insane. His question was, well, how did it feel killing Emma? It's like, Kisaki's like, wait, is that really what you're gonna ask? I killed your sister. But something interesting is when he says, she's not my sister. And then just kind of starting talking about Shinichiro, how Shinichiro basically brightened up his world, only for him to obviously die, and, you know, the whole issues with him and Mikey. Another important thing is that, well, Tomon got the news of Emma's death, and they all, after Chifuyu got Takemichi there, and Takemichi explained the situation, which, by the way, I know I keep jumping around, but there's just so much to talk about in this terms, because Takemichi and Hina, like Hina being there and watching her cry, watching Draken cry on his own, Mikey just broken, it's like, it is a very heartbreaking episode. It just tears you where it hurts. But what is interesting and kind of stupid in Takemichi's part is how he's trying to cheer up Hina, because he's trying to do something that could work with a kid, but all it does is piss her off. And then he explains he tried doing this when he was 21 and going over like his timeline of events. But one thing is that Takemichi shows he doesn't want Hina sad, and he's going to, if he has to fight Tenjinku all on his own, even though it will quite literally lead to his death, he will do it, showing just how much Takemichi has grown. Episode 1 of Season 1, Takemichi would have tried to run away. He wouldn't want to deal with it because he's not capable, but look how much Takemichi has grown. He is now ready to face death, because he's faced it so many times at this point, and he has not given up. Something that later on Mitsuyu even points out. But yeah, back to the Tomon meeting. Takemichi basically says, we have to fight Tenjinku. And yeah, most of them don't really want to. They view Takemichi still as a rookie. Even though he's done a lot, they don't see him as Baji's well, they don't see him as someone like Baji. They still think he's just a lucky kid who somehow made it to division captain, even though these idiots, his first thing as division captain was to fight Taiju. Like, he's a mad lad, but not the point. point is that Takemichi is still willing to go on his own. His friends won't abandon him, and they'll go with him. Even if, obviously, they're going to get completely outnumbered. Only for Mitsuyu and Smiley to come in and be like, nah, you guys should go fight alongside Takemichi, with Mitsuyu vouching for Takemichi. And both of them basically giving anger and Hawkeye to Takemichi, saying that they're going to need these two on his side to up with the fight. So, yeah. At the end, Takemichi is now basically the substitute Tomon leader, or acting Tomon captain. Since Mikey's not there, Draken's not there, a lot of the main division's captains aren't even there, and he's the only one. So now we have Takemichi having to step up the plate to basically confront and take on Tenjinku. And since, as he says after Draken's beating the shit out of Mikey, like, this is, he can't go back. Like, he does admit, he's trying to say, well, you guys should overcome it. He takes a moment to pause and be like, wait, what the fuck am I saying? I'm only doing this because I can't even overcome the death of Hina. Like, he starts to understand that this situation is beyond fucked, which is also a motivator, because now that Emma is dead and permanently dead, that means that he needs to win. There is no ifs, ands, or buts. This has to be a victory. Because the thing is, Kisaki and Takemichi are pulling Mikey to different directions. Whoever wins this fight basically wins however Mikey ends up in the future. So this fight will be important. Also, there's a little line that caught me off guard, and then I remembered that it was in the manga, is him saying he'll somehow save Baji and Emma. Keep that damn line in mind.